Hello! This is my day 8 drawing for Inktober. I didn't record myself doing the initial sketch of her. I decided to follow a Halloween theme and draw a cute witch girl, but I think I was also kind of channeling my magical girl drawing background as well. I wanted to give her a cute pose to show how young and innocent and cheerful she was. I thought it would be really cute to add an umbrella. Well, first considering my witch picture, I was going to do a more traditional, long-nosed, giant, pointy hat, black-robed witch, but thought it would be more fun and interesting if I made her a little more modern and kind of cute, magical, girlish. That's why she has the cute little witch hat propped on the side of her head. And she has like traditional witch shoes and a little skull and a bat familiar there. But she still isn't super scary and evil witch looking. I approached this by doing thin lines all around with the intention to thicken lines as needed later. And thank goodness I did, because I feel like in this initial drawing where I do all the line art, the magic exploding from her fingers behind her just doesn't look as far away as I would like it to. In the spirit of channeling magical girls, I also made the bat very, very cartoony and not realistic. I think he's a pretty cute familiar, but I also really love Tribbles and Star Trek, so I might have been projecting a bit. Once all the lines were laid down, I started filling in black areas. I personally find that I've been liking filling in like super dark black areas first because it gives me a better idea of how to approach other areas in the picture and how dark I should make them. I put super thick lines around the bat because he's technically closer to us than she is. He's also much simpler looking than her, so I wanted some attention to be drawn to him. I quite loved her witch shoes and socks. Well, I wanted to do my own thing drawing a witch-wise. It was important to me to try and incorporate in some traditional things in the spirit of Halloween. Once I added all the black to her shirt and her shoes, I felt like Mr. Bat wasn't getting enough attention, so I filled in parts of his wings with black too, just to draw our eyes to him a little bit more. I didn't want him to be completely forgotten, especially if he's closest to us. I think I made the line on her leg that's swinging a bit too dark. So I fixed the line in the back to be a little bit thicker to accommodate for it. The super thick line on the bottom and the really thin line in the back just did not look right to me. I briefly toyed with making the little hat on her head all black too, but I felt it would be a bit of overkill at that point. I imagine if I colored it, I would make her hat purple anyway, so no need to make it completely black. I erased all the Crayola lines so I could approach this with fresh perspective and started to add more inking details. I would just go over some lines where the line looked weak to me. I added eyelashes and started to add a bit more ink around her umbrella and hair. I added some shading underneath her head where her neck is, and I did not like how that looked. I wish I'd approached that a bit differently. I added some texture to her undershirt and also decided to add the same texture to her socks. I thought it would give a nice sense of unity. I also used dots to add texture on the creases of her jeans as well. I added a bit of texture to Mr. Bat's wings as well. I felt like it would emphasize how fluffy his body was. I have to be honest, I wasn't too happy with how this umbrella looked. I wished I'd used a reference picture for it because I feel like with the angle and the shape, it just looks odd. I decided if I couldn't fix the umbrella's shape, I would at least make it look cooler. So I gave it black and white stripes, which would also kind of mirror the socks she's wearing. And then came in with my Micron and thickened the lines around her hair. And this is the final. I was quite happy with this complete piece, especially because with all the areas of ink filled in and variety of line art and using texture, it made the burst of magic from her hand in the background look a lot more delicate and magical to me. Thank you for watching and give the video a like if you enjoyed it.